Hi, Taurus. This is your channel messages for the 7th of August. Taurus, let's go ahead and go into your reading to see what energy you're under today. Well, this morning, Taurus. Let's go ahead and go into your reading. First card out is God, Taurus. Now, you are the Hierophant. You take the oath when it comes down to giving your life to a higher purpose. So maybe you're connecting with I'm getting you more in connection with Source than ever. We also have Jupiter. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Jupiter also rules luck. Something ever happened to you so miraculously, you say, this have to be God. I'm not God. This is not my man. This is not my parents. This is God. We're getting you saying this is God. Yeah, we're getting luck. Luck is on your side, Taurus. We also have Microsoft. I'm not sure if you're writing a book or you're writing the new commandments. It could be something about commandments. Are you adding on to the commandments? Thou shall pay a girl's rent. Thou shall suck pussy. Thou shall make sure say your girl come before you. We're getting something about commandments, Taurus. All right. One more, we have demons. Again, Taurus, out of all, even though Sagittarius is the angel, Sagittarius does not believe in religion. They believe in philosophy. You believe in religion, Taurus. You're the most religious of them all. It don't come more religious than Taurus. Out of the entire zodiac wheel, Taurus is the closest to God. They are the Pope. They're the closest to God. Let's go ahead and go into your reading, Taurus. So I'm getting something. I'm getting something about your your religious body, not your spiritual body. I'm getting you're taking something way more seriously. I don't know if you indoctrinate yourself into something. It could be a secret society. Or again, maybe you're submerging yourself in the word of whatever God. When we say God, usually people think it's Christianity. When we say that, but if you don't believe in Christians, but you do believe in God, that means you don't believe in the same God Christians believe in. But Christians would say, "What you mean you don't believe in my God? So who are your God? Because my God do all of this." Maybe you don't believe in the God that the Christians worship, because when you look on Christians, they don't respect their God. They fornicate, they steal, they lie, they cheat, they bear false witness upon thy neighbor. So I don't believe in your God. Maybe that's what you're saying. Let's go ahead and go into your reading, Taurus. Let's also get some of these cards to see what you're under today. We have the mirror. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationship, reflecting wounds and introspection. We also have the sword and a rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection. And we have keys on a ring. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, and one night stand. You're getting more serious, Taurus. Maybe you're getting more serious about your relationships. But you're getting more serious to God. Because we have demons and we have Jupiter. You're getting a feeling tormented. Are you feeling like you're going to go crazy? This could be something about chaos magic or somebody doing magic on you to go insane. You're getting a feel like you lose your fucking mind and you don't know what's happening. You need to get closer to God. Or I'm getting you taking your journey with Source more seriously. All right, let's go ahead and go into your reading. Taurus, the Hierophant, the Empress. All right. Always remember that, Taurus. Even though people can say that you're pretty fucking rude, you're so selfish, you're so rude, you're so disrespectful. I'm glad I have to be that way to be the closest to God. Which other zodiac sign closest to God? I'll wait. You want to tell me? Exactly. No other zodiac sign. Taurus is the closest to God. Taurus is the Pope. Remember that. Always remember that. Let's go. Let's go. So if somebody sent chaos magic towards you, or they sent demons, I'm getting that you feel tormented. Or you feel angry, like you want to punch a wall, like you want to hurt yourself or hurt somebody. It's definitely high level witchcraft. It could be getting chaos or torment. So maybe you connect to Source again. You're getting ride a wave. Just ride a wave. It's just a wave. Usually when people do witchcraft on you, witchcraft is used to manipulate a situation. But you see, if you're close to God, your situation cannot be manipulated. If somebody want you to get up and go take a walk to support a business, they will do witchcraft on you for you to get up and walk to that business. But you see, if you're not no money, it no matter how much witchcraft them do upon you, you now get up and go to the business. Why? Because of the frequency where you're in. If you were in the frequency that you had money, then the witchcraft would work. You would get up and say, my mind is telling me to patronize this business, let me go. That is witchcraft. But even if them the witchcraft and you not no money, them can't make you walk and patronize the business. Me getting you need to get that strong when it comes on to whatever you believe in. Because me getting you lack protection, Taurus. Even though you are the protected one. Let's go, Taurus. Let's go. First card out is the Four of Pentacles. Taurus, that's your energy. The Four of Pentacles can talking about withholding. Yeah, withhold information. Me getting you not talk to nobody. So maybe a lot of people want to talk to you, or people are sending people for call your phone for see is she up, is she awake, is she answering? Me getting you withhold. You're not talking to a lot of people. It could be because of what you're under, or again, if you start taking your religion more seriously, me getting you're going to look around and see, they're all demons. You know, because when you don't take your religion seriously, you look around and you accept people for who they are. You know, which is what philosophy tell you. Philosophy tell you accept people as they are. Don't try to change them. When you're under religion and you actually live your life accordingly to moral righteousness or whatever you believe comes after that, when you start believing in that, you don't accept people for who they are. You accept people for what kind of doctrines they're not following. Then you're going to look around and see a bunch of fucking demons. You're going to be like, that bitch is a demon. That child will grow up to be a murderer. That child is actually touching a kid inappropriately on their pussy at daycare. You can't see everything when you follow the word. When you don't follow the word, you say, we should just accept everybody as they are. You know, accept the gays, accept the trannies, accept the pedophiles, accept people are who they are, you know, as long as they're honest about it and they are really sorry, it's okay. Them a bunch of blood clot demon. But you will accept every single thing. You will accept things that you're not supposed to blood clot accept when you're not following your blood clot word, when you're not following a supreme being. Okay, let's go ahead and go into your reading. So we have the Four of Pentacles. We're getting your whole on, you're not sharing, or you don't know that you find a doctrine, you're saying, I don't want to fuck with none of these people. All of them can fuck. Whether you have money and you have car and you go party every Friday and you drive, the whole of the demons can fuck off. Because we know the ending already. You're going to want car crash. You're going to want heart attack. You actually are get stabbed up on the road by a random stranger. When you learn to see people as they are, and when you learn to see people through the lens of a doctrine, you don't feel sorry for them. Them is demons. It's only when you're not follow your word and you're not follow your so-called source, you say, it's okay, let's just accept, be who you are. You just accept everybody for everything. It's not really how the world's supposed to be. If you accept everything, you will stand for nothing. Let's go. So we have the Four of Pentacles. We also have the Four of Wands. We have 44. All right, so I'm getting you also inside, Taurus. Maybe you're not coming out. Maybe you're reading a lot, or you just want to be by yourself. You start following a doctrine now. You're like, fuck all of these people. I don't want a blood clot friend from one of the bitches who. And let me tell you something. I will never feel intimidated by a bitch whose man can't search your phone. Let me tell you something, slut. You might have time to come on YouTube and try to stop somebody's progress, you know, and try to bully them. I'm not arguing with a bitch. If the man who you are fuck, or if any man who you had to do it ever search your phone, bitch, you're up on the floor crying. I won't debate a bitch who, bitch, them can't search your phone. Too much nastiness in your phone. You have a split personality, one outside and one inside in your blood clot phone. Sweetie, you might wear skimpy clothes when it comes on to going to the club, but bitch, your pussy is all over Snapchat. So, yeah, let me just remind these bitches, I'm not arguing with a bitch who's the nigga who you fucking can't search your phone. Sweetie, you're a whole motherfucking demon in that motherfucking high-tech device. We have 44, that's guidance and protection, or we're getting Taurus and not come out. Maybe you're not coming outside. Maybe you don't want to deal with these people because you're fucking demons, Taurus, and that's okay. We also the angel again. Sagittarius is the angel, but Sagittarius don't rule God. Sagittarius rules philosophy. Philosophy don't come under religion. And Sagittarius talks about being pure, even though it's the angel. It talks about purity, purifying yourself, taking a new, you're born again. You talk about being born again. Because in the tarot, the fool, when you're the fool, you're born. When after you reach the devil and you beat the devil, you're born again. That's the angel. So yeah, you the closest to God, Sagittarius, Taurus. And if it's not you, it's Sagittarius. Sagittarius just came out in your reading. Yeah, me getting like you're making your house, your temple. You know, maybe you're not leaving from your house to go somewhere else to worship. Me getting you taking something very, very seriously, Taurus. Me getting the temperance, the angel. Maybe it's something about your spirit guides. Maybe your spirit guides left. And a lot of demonic people enter your life, and you say to yourself, why you don't have guidance? Why is so-called God allowing these people to come into your life and take advantage of you? Me getting it's because you were supposed to get closer to him or her. I'm getting these people who keep coming into your life and distract you. Let's go. We have the Seven of Pentacles and we also have the Two of Wands. Maybe a withdrawal from a lot of people because you saw that your life was going in a direction you don't recognize. Yes, and this happened to me. I lose this now work, this broke down. I feel like you felt like there were too much distractions in your life, so you start cut off people. Beginning, don't worry, even though you might feel guilty, Taurus. Beginning, half of the people that may cut off, they would never have been a benefit to you moving up in life. You know, me getting these are not people who have the same morals as you are, or me getting right now you're up on your journey. And maybe you say to yourself, how it looked for me to cut off these friends and family members because me gonna get closer to God. And these people are gonna be like, well, are you better than me? Why you feel like you have to cut me off? Why you feel like you have to cut off your family or your friends to be so-called closer to God? Me getting because you're saying y'all. You see, sometimes when you talk to your parents very disrespectfully because of personal reasons, them say disrespectful. Now, what if you tell your parents you don't want to talk to them because you notice that they're not following the word of God? And you cannot mingle around people who are not saved. Are you disrespectful then? Okay, so if you tell your parents you don't want to fuck with them because this is them not godly people or them do beer demonic shit and you want to follow God. I don't feel like you get as much backlash than if you cut off your parents because of personal things that happened to you during childhood days. Because it would be very weird for a bitch to tell me, say, your mom is still your mom. Yeah, but what if you cut off your mother because you believe in a God and she don't? Are you still wrong? Okay, see, you never even think that blood clot far. That's why I said the most holiest is Taurus. The most religious, the most holiest, the closest to God is Taurus. And Taurus rules Venus. Venus rules love. God don't give a fuck about your luck. God don't give a fuck about your karma. God don't give a fuck how angry you get. God don't give a fuck about your deepest, darkest secret. He give a fuck about the love what you have for him and other people on earth. So the highest to God have to be Taurus, the Pope. Exactly. Let's just get another line here, not cocaine, and let's see what's happening here. So again, Taurus, the bull. We're getting you get closer to whatever. We're getting you saying you're feeling a connection. It could be a spirit guide that's coming into your life. We're getting you don't want to talk to certain people anymore. You don't want to go certain places anymore. You want to lock up. Maybe people are like, Taurus is someone, get outside with a bunch of fucking demons. You want me to go outside with bitches who are fuck on them, man. That's what you want me. You want me to go outside with a bitch who text her man from the club, says, sweetie, soon come home. And she just see her send a pussy picture on Snapchat. And you tell me, say, summer soon over. So I need to socialize. I don't want to socialize with a bag of whores. I don't want to socialize with prostitutes. I don't want to socialize with a bag of demons or sluts. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone, locked up inside, watching YouTube. Maybe that's what you rather. And that's okay, Taurus. Because the people who are tell you how to live your life, me getting them not take certain things seriously. And in this life, you don't have to. You know, judgment day never come until you're dead. You don't have to live your life following a doctrine. You don't have to live your life being one man to one woman. You don't have to do these things, even though on the forefront, that's what people tell you to do. It all depends on how when you think about how often do you think about death? And when you think about death, do you think you'll be punished after death because of the life where you live on earth? Because some people don't think that. Some people say, no, the life where me live on earth is just the life where me get. And when I'm dead. There's no, oh, you did fuck on your wife on earth. Oh, okay, you're going to hell. Them don't believe that shit. So unless you're a religious person, you will believe that shit. But if you look around with religious people, they're not the kindest. They're not the most honest. You're not the people you can run to. I'm getting you saying to yourself, well, I guess I have to be my own reverence. All right, Taurus, I'm getting you cutting off a lot of people. You don't want to deal with demons. And these demons could be your man, your girlfriend, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your mother or your father. Maybe it's your siblings. I don't see anything wrong with that. Maybe your family might say, oh, you're overreacting. How can you say that about us? We're your family. We grew up with you. We starved together. We grew up together. Yes, but now that I'm grown, I'm seeing that all of the fuckers look like an worship the devil, and I don't want any part of that. Is that wrong? Is that wrong if you want to get closer to God, but your family is not close to God? Or do you say you should continue serving the Lord while keeping a close relationship with your siblings because they're all you have? I thought God was all you had. Let's go. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. That's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. It could be something about your mother. I'm getting something about you're not talking to anybody. You're withholding secrets or you're not talking. Maybe you're we're getting it on talk. We have a judgment here. Yeah. We're getting people that talk about you. People is wondering, where's Taurus? Should we check on Taurus? Taurus been inside awfully a lot. This could also be Taurus. Beginning, you don't want to mix your financial karma with anybody. You rule Pentacles, Taurus. You rule work. You also rule money. Maybe you're finding out that's when you stay alone by yourself with no friends, money come your way. But as soon as you have a girl, you have a man, you know, one relationship, as soon as you're around a lot of people, me getting no money don't come in your hand. It might come in the hand of your friend. It might come in the hand of your man. Me getting no money not coming in your hand unless you stay alone. So maybe that's why you lock up and you're not talking to nobody, you don't want a friend, nobody. Me getting there's something about your financial karma you need to claim back. So until you financially stable again, Taurus, me getting you don't want to have nothing to do with nobody. The Temperance is the Sun card. All right, so this is a very, very happy card. We have a Sun, we have a Leo, and we have Sagittarius here. Yeah, me getting you find happiness. Me getting a spirit guide come back. Or me getting a spirit guide is a child. Me getting something about a Sagittarius child. Whether you're going to have a Sagittarius child in the future, or I don't know if it's something about terminating a pregnancy. I see one girl and she's like, you should know that every time you go around terminating pregnancy, that kid could have, like she said, your kid was supposed to be the one to discover cancer. Not discover, cure cancer. You do know that, right? You do know that the kid that you aborted was supposed to cure cancer, right? Okay, but let me just look on it for a second. So if me did poor and me to get pregnant by a all right, so if me did poor and me to get pregnant, and me say, okay, me gonna have the kid. But my life would have poor, right? But the kid, me would have a struggle with the kid, and the kid will grow up and cure cancer. And then what? You think if my blood clot, you think if me they have a baby that cure cancer, or you think everybody on this earth will get cure cancer? You think cancer treatment will be $1 per fucking person? No, they would have still hide the antidote, and people, them friend would have get cure, and this poor still would be sick. So I don't really give a fuck. You know, I don't really give a fuck when people's like, you should be very careful when you like decide to terminate kids or abort kids. That kid could have grown up to be something big in life. Yet who? So you tell me I shouldn't abort because my kid was supposed to grow up to cure cancer. Bitch, even if him cure cancer, then what? Suppose my kid didn't want cancer to be freely accessible to everybody who's sick. That don't mean the millionaires are gonna make that happen. They probably would have killed my kid for the cancer antidotes, kill him and then sell it. Bitch, you know, sometime when I think, I say to myself, me don't know who no motherfuck. I'm not gonna be honest with you. Thinking about, looking back on my life, any man who me did fucking in my past, I don't want to have a kid with. Believe me, I'd be very concerned about how the kid would look. And that might sound very vain, you know. But thinking about the man them who me did fucking in my past, if I have a baby with them, my kid wouldn't look nice. My kid have the potential to look better. I don't think my kid would look good. And I don't know if that's vain to say that you don't want an ugly kid. You know, but the guy them who me did fucking in my past, if we did reproduce with them, brother, I don't feel like my kid, no. I want my kid to look nicer than me. You know, my daughter supposed to be prettier than me. My son supposed to look way, way, way more gorge. than anybody else. And I just feel like the guys are fucking in my past. I just feel like my kid wouldn't have good genes. So never you feel pressure to keep a child if you accidentally decided to conceive. I know there's a lot of pressure. Your child could have grown up to be the Messiah, yet to be crucified on a fucking cross for people who still a fuck out of wedlock. Your kid was supposed to grow up to cure cancer. Okay, cure cancer for who? For people who racist against him? For cure cancer for fucking who, bitch? For millionaires? You think cancer antidote to sell for $1? You think a poor man who can't afford cancer treatment, you think my son did grow up for cure blood clot cancer, suppose him don't have health care. Suppose that nigga undocumented. Suppose him don't have Medicaid. Suppose him don't have fucking Ontario public assistance. Suppose him don't have that. My son growing up curing cancer don't do shit for the poor people, them. Like, sometimes I must think before they say shit out of the mouth. Because it clearly give me the idea as to why the fuck you had kids so fucking young. Anyways, yeah. So I'm getting something is very hard. I'm getting either a child is a spirit guide or there's a child that's ready to be born. I'm getting something about a Leo or a Sagittarius kid. No, this look like an earth angel. Like the kid is an earth angel. We're getting you're isolated, you're stay away from everybody. That means every frequency in your body a change. The eggs them that you would produce when you were around a lot of people is not the same egg you're gonna produce when you isolate yourself. The egg will become more intelligent, literally. But we're getting something about an earth angel, like you having a baby. It might be a baby boy. We're getting is a Sagittarius, since Sagittarius is masculine, Leo is masculine. We're getting something about a baby boy. Are you pregnant? We're getting somebody, this baby boy. We're getting a spirit guide, is a child, this kid. We also have the 4 of Swords, and we also have the 6 of Wands. Taurus, me getting you take a oath. Me getting you start get closer to God. Me getting something about a pregnancy. I don't know if you're going to get pregnant by a Sagittarius or you're going to get pregnant by a Leo. Me getting like, yeah, so me getting you locked up in the house. Me getting you not showing nobody your belly. You're not making nobody see you're pregnant. We're getting no posting pictures online. We're getting you not posting a video. We're getting nobody don't know. Did you, or me getting something about you to travel to another place for have the baby? Or as soon as you have the baby, you're going to take the baby and fly with the baby, go somewhere else. We have demons here again. We have demons, we have Microsoft. So something could be a simulation. We're getting Taurus, you're going to get very lucky, or we're getting something about this child. It's a Leo or a Sagittarius baby. We have Jupiter, Sagittarius rules Jupiter. Maybe that's where your luck going to come from. Your luck going to come from this child, this baby boy. But me getting before you get pregnant, you're isolated. You're not gonna have no friends, no family. You're not gonna have nobody around you. Me getting you get pregnant when you get closer to God. And you're gonna say to yourself, how this happened to me while me I try to elevate my life. Me getting that's a part of your purpose. For your life to get elevated. Me getting you have an earth angel baby. Because Sagittarius with the sun, me getting you can have a very, very bubbly, influential baby. Now, if your baby is coming on this earth to be influential, that's one thing. He or she only need to learn how to control your brain. When you come out with extraordinary abilities and people expect, because people will lock you up in a fucking dungeon. It's like you see how cows, some of the cows them get treated on in farmlands, the cows them will get locked up in 8 by 8 cells in a 8 by, like, I don't know measurements. Okay, so the cow will get locked up in an 8 by 8. Okay, for argument's sake, let's just say that, and it's chambered up, and the only thing the cow does is just stand there all day and get sucked out. When you have an extraordinary kid, that's what the world will see a kid. Them suck your kid dry and then discard your kid. Just because you feel your potential kid might know how to cure cancer, your kid can have a miserable life. Them can take a kid and isolate your kid and put your kid in one fucking mental institution for don't make nobody believe say your kid can cure cancer, only for take the antidote from the kid and kill a kid. You need to know, especially when you say to yourself, what can my kid potentially be? It's better your kid potentially be something that is very self-sufficient to themselves, where them can use money for help, than be something of serving to the nation. The nation can fuck your kid. You need to know that. Them can rape them can fuck them can lock them the fuck up for no reason. You don't think if, well, first of all, cancer is already cured. So let's just kind of get that out of the way. This is not Miss Medical Advice YouTube. This is the truth. There's already a cure for cancer. Okay. Secondly, if they didn't want to stage a second cure for cancer, I'm just saying, you think your kid going to have a great life knowing the fucking cure of cancer? You think your kid going to live in a one nice penthouse and then going to be so nice and then going to be on TV every day? No, bitch. Then when take a kid from them, know your kid will actually can cure this. Then we isolate your kid because them don't want nobody to know that your kid is the one who will cure cancer, and then them probably just use them for research them whole life. You stay here, you can't go nowhere, and if you go nowhere, police are gonna track you, your shit are gonna wired, bitch, you know how to cure cancer. You think a kid are gonna have a nice life? Bitch, probably abortion would have been the best option. For know how them are gonna blood clot exploit a kid. And you won't be here. And chances are, even if your kid grow up fast enough for can cure cancer, if your mother have cancer, you think your mother going to be treated for free? That's not how the world work. Taurus, you're closest to God. God know that down here with humans is a very vile game. God don't necessarily control anything that happens here. The devil does. That's why him give the devil earth. I don't know if you know this. When him and the devil couldn't agree, him say, you take earth then. You take earth and you punish them. Anybody who did anything bad, punish them. And I will take the one them who was good. That was the deal. The deal was not everybody was supposed to be good, and who is not good go to hell. The deal was take everybody who evil, and the one them that's not evil I will take. Yeah, I don't know. You need to turn that fucking picture frame upside down because you have something fucked up. I'm going to leave it here, Taurus. All right. So yeah, I'm going to the next reading. So I'll be back.